the sad story of Solomon and Ifedayo. In the beautiful state of Lagos, Solomon and Ifedayo love story began as many others, full of hope and promises. For 6 years, they lived together, building what seems to be life together. But beneath is the surface, their relationship was crumbling, weighed down by secret lies and unresolved pain. Solomon, a man who once believed he had found a soulmate, struggled daily with Ifedayo's behavior. She was hot-tempered, stubborn, and often refused to do house chores. Their home, instead of being a place of comfort, became a battleground of conflict, emotion, and unmet expectations. The breaking point came when Ifedayo confessed to Solomon she had been having an affair with their neighbor, a man who had threatened her into continuing the relationship. Consumed by guilt, Ifedayo admitted that she had slept with 15 different men. She swore to Solomon that she would never do it again. Despite the betrayal, Solomon tried to forgive her, clinging to the hope that the relationship could be salvaged. Their relationship was not, but the bond was already too damaged. One weekend, Ifedayo said she was going for a wedding, her friend's wedding. She didn't return for 3 days, and when she finally came back, she discovered a social media post of Solomon thanking other women for bringing peace into his life that Ifedayo knew she had failed to provide. He discovered and led into a heated argument filled with accusations and anger, but somehow, as they had done many times before, he managed to make up, patching the wounds that was never healed. Few days later, Ifedayo approached Solomon with a new revelation. She had gone to the mountain to pray, meeting different prayer warriors that they are seeking for divine guidance. And she was told that they were not compatible despite Solomon's attempt and reason with her. Ifedayo was convinced that the pastor was right. She packed her bags and she left, leaving Solomon in the state of confusion. And just as Solomon was trying to move on with his life, Ifedayo returned with a shocking news. She was pregnant with Solomon's child. He began to ask her back, torn between the love they once had shared and the pain of their past. Solomon was unsure of what to do, but the challenges they faced were deeper than their troubled relationship. Ifedayo, a working hard 9-to-5 employee, had been carrying the weight of their financial burden. She worked long hours, often staying late to provide for their family, while Solomon struggled to keep a steady job. Their 5-year-old daughter was caught in the middle of their disastrous relationship, witnessing her parents constantly fighting, I can imagine, and enduring the trauma of their unstable home. One evening, after yet another intense argument about their future and the unborn child, Solomon's frustration boiled over. In a moment of uncontrollable rage, he was shocked. Ifedayo fell, hitting her head on the edge of the table. The impact was fatal. Their young daughter hiding in the corner and watching what her parents were doing and what was going on. The sound of her mom's fall and the silence that followed, and the horror on her father's face and what he had done. After Solomon realizing what he has done, he overcame the guilt and panic of the scene. He left the lifeless body behind of the woman he said he once loved, and their daughter seen everything that happened. Days after, Solomon was found wandering on the streets, a broken man haunted by his actions. He was later arrested and charged for murder. His life was ruined, and a tragic shadow of what it once was. After their daughter was taken in by the relatives, but the trauma of that night would stay with her forever. A painful reminder of the parents she had lost because of anger and violence. The story of Solomon and Ifedayo is a tragic tale of love turned dark. How secret and unresolved pain can destroy lives. It serves as a stubborn reminder to the danger of a toxic relationship where love is overshadowed by betrayal and pain. By betrayal, anger, leaving nothing but sorrow in its wake. So, my conclusion on this story is that this girl, the daughter, has to be taken for a therapy because this will really affect her, because the trauma she's going through, what she'll be thinking, what people around her will be doing, like in future. I don't think that she will have a stable relationship with someone. Do you get? So I just feel like going for a therapy would actually like help her, but she's still little, so it's something like she will grow up with, and it won't really like actually make sense that she will grow up with such a narrative about her parent and people around her. She'll just feel like, oh, this is what exactly this person is going to do because I've seen my parents doing it, which is not right. So actually pity the young girl. So, but in all this, you guys should learn not to be too hasty, not to always rush into relationships. You guys should really know who you are going into relationship with. You guys should know if you guys are compatible or not. Don't just go into relationships and you start to fight, to be doing, to be hitting yourselves, to be beating yourselves. Like, I know that it's not actually bad for a lady to actually like give her own opinion or to provide for her family. I don't actually feel like it's actually a very wrong thing to do. I think you can actually share the responsibility with your husband, so it doesn't have to be only him that you depend on all the time. You have to share responsibilities too, so you carry some burdens, because your husband can't just let you to carry all the burden yourself because he's the man. How will he feel? How will people talk about him? So I just feel like even if you are the breadwinner of your family, you shouldn't like take it to heart or feel like, oh, because you're the breadwinner of the family, so you treat your husband anyhow. So I don't think you should do that. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share with your family, friends, and I'll see you soon. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about, please say it in the comment section and I'll definitely talk about it and reply to your comments. Thank you. Bye.